Hey everybody, welcome to Two Guys, One List, the #1 top 10 video show on the internet. And this week's list is the top 10 video game characters of all time.
Luigi! A little bit of our criteria was we didn't let icons such as Zelda and Mario and someone like Sonic get in here just because they're an icon.
Alright, so starting off at number 10, GLaDOS from Portal.
Starting off with the X Factor right away. The X Factor for her is, she's hilarious.
Well, you found me. Congratulations. Was it worth it? Because despite your violent behavior, the only thing you've managed to break so far is my heart.
And truly, the game itself is great. It's a tech demo without her at best.
Maybe you should marry that thing since you love it so much.
Like when it gets to the end and she kind of goes crazy, like that is the best part.
If you get to that part and the thing drops on the floor, you'll know what I'm talking about. Let her go for a while. Just let her talk.
Deploying surprise in 5, 4... Time out for a second. That wasn't supposed to happen.
And actually, the part at the end where she sings is just hilarious.
Yep, everyone knows the song.
This was a triumph. I'm making a note here. Huge success.
Still alive. Everyone knows that.
Huge success.
Number 9, Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII.
Are we human? He does go through a lot of different moods. He's a
moody little guy.
He's a very moody guy, and I know a lot of people don't like him because of that, because he's kind of emo or whatever.
I can't. Lucrezia!
Hey guys, there's a monster.
I am my own monster.
Just a spectrum of moods and everything, but he's so cool the whole time.
He has a lot of X Factor, which is why he's not number 10.
Yeah.
You know, the Buster Sword, obviously.
Pay my respects to grace and virtue. Send my condolences to good.
Especially in Advent Children, where it like splits into 7 pieces, and it's like,
that's crazy.
Which is pretty
The
tight.
Omni Slash.
The Omni Slash, yes,
Yes,
and the motorcycle and all that business.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
Number 8, Arthas from Warcraft 2 and 3.
Arthas.
Also World of Warcraft, because he's the Lich King. He ends up getting taken over by the evil.
You shall be king.
But I think the very cool part for him is when he goes back to his father, walks straight to him in the throne and just puts his sword through him.
What is this? What are you doing, my son? Succeeding you, father.
And a lot of X Factor on dying, coming back as a Death Knight and becoming the Lich King.
Yeah, very
which is awesome.
Yeah. Doesn't get any better than that, right?
Number 7, Axel from Kingdom Hearts.
I think I liked it better when they were on my side.
I think that's part of one of his X Factors. You know, we're talking about the X Factor.
Oh, Quentin Flynn, yes, that's total X Factor.
Just
Man, you're slow.
he's one of a few characters in the game that has catchphrase, excuse me.
Got it memorized?
The fact that he's able to be the only nobody that almost feels emotions is
Touching.
something pretty cool.
Touching.
My heart just wouldn't be in it, you know?
It's slightly anime, but that's fine.
I'm sorry.
In my book. Go for it.
Number 6, Auron from Final Fantasy X. That's gotta be such a masculine thing. That's gotta be like hardwired in my biological brain to like big swords. I mean, spoiler, but he actually turns out to be dead.
Yes, very cool. In fact, part of the story, he's like they're about to go to the land of the dead or whatever, and he's like, no, I can't.
I can't. You're like, oh, okay, Orin, whatever. And then it turns out, like, at the end, he's like, he starts drifting away. You're like, what?
What's awesome about him is he's so badass that everyone's wielding swords and somehow he has sunglasses.
Number 5, Zack Fair from Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. You know, it wasn't so much for me like the hero plot that was really interesting, but I think the interactions with the other characters in that game are what make him really interesting.
Right.
Zack! Zack, focus.
And eventually Zack gets like kind of this like friendship with Cloud, and like how those friendships all started to play off each other was like the most interesting part for me.
Right.
That was well written.
Very
Well written character. Number 4, interesting pick, Andrew Ryan.
What separates a man from a slave?
Andrew Ryan's ending, and we're not going to spoil this one because it's possible that some of you have not played Bioshock yet. His ending is kick-ass.
No, a man chooses. A slave obeys.
Andrew Ryan's very deep, and it feels like he very easily could be like a real dude out there. And I guarantee there's a lot of people with the same kind of personality.
You can kill me, but you will never have my city!
Andrew Ryan, you never actually meet him until the end. You hear his voice and all this stuff. The Jackal in Far Cry 2, another one of my new favorite characters, because you see him like twice.